Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. So this one to set the tone. And he's found the net.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Schneider steps up for his penalty. One-one.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Rashford is the second man to step up for his team. Firm, low, telling.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
And stepping up, the skipper. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
And so the captain steps up. Oh, he's hit the upright.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
The third man in the queue. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Manchester United are looking to keep pace here. Oh, he's missed it. He's hit the post.
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. He's buried it, and he's won it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
Hello, attendees.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy. Hoy se enfrentan
An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. 1-0.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played towards the other side. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Kane. That is good alertness. Pass somewhat off target. Soboslai. Kane. He rises! No, not the best of headers.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up. Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vito Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains.
Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And it's been given away. Hits one! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Number 22.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Kane. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Soboslai! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
De Ligt. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Brahim Diaz! Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Diaz. And it's Casemiro. Brahim Diaz. Oh, and he's through the middle. It's Kane! There was plenty of power on that. A searching ball that into space. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he's going to have his name taken.
Szoboszlai. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Now it's Diaz. He's picked his way through. Diaz. Diaz! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Kane. He's had a shot! That was mighty close. De Ligt. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. To Schneider. De Ligt. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brahim Diaz. And he was quick to react.
Brahim Diaz, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it. Valverde. Schneider. And here's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Diaz. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's well spotted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Brahim Diaz. Yamal. Spread it left. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And he's there to belt it away. There's the whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Szoboszlai. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run, and he cuts out the supply. Fiddles it through, and shifted it to the flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pavard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's onside. Kane! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Kane definitely has to be guilty as charged after that. He has nowhere to hide. All he can do is suck it up. I've been there.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Yamal. He's had it taken off him. More and more pressure on the ball here. Almost an hour gone. Szoboszlai. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Camavinga. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Valverde. Diaz. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Szoboszlai. Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's clever. Yamal. He won't be happy with that one. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Diaz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He is through here. And he's intervened well there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Araujo calmly anticipates. Now it's Szoboszlai. And here's Brahim Diaz.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Up towards the front line.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
That pass has been well intercepted. Valverde. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, number 22, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go
16,
again.
Modric. Substitution.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's cut it out. Messi. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. And it's Schneider. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on
Casemiro.
both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 6.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Fairman. Spread neatly. Diaz.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Brilliantly cut out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
There will be one
Clearly
minute
is
at a
miffed,
time.
having made the run and not get picked out.
Szoboszlai. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The conditions
today's match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's got away. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Great work on the overlap.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That is good alertness. Now it's Rashford. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Has a look and has a go. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Diaz powering forward here. He's found the way through. Diaz. Nice interception, well timed. Courtois is there and he can get that clear. Couldn't squeeze it through. So it is still 0-0. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. Palmer. Oh, that's a key interception. He's fizzed it forward. So what can they make of this? The fullback is in acres of space here. Header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Diaz in acres of space out wide. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good ball. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Courtois.
Well, the moans and
he's let fly. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Van Dijk. Diaz. Played back in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Valverde, Messi, and it's Schneider.
There will be
Out to the left it goes. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us.